Hey guys. Welcome to our special training for today. The window of opportunity, how to take advantage of the new crypto DeFi surge before it passes you by. My name is Greg Sane. I want to say thank you for joining us today. We'll be starting at the top of the hour here, so give me 1 second. And thanks for being here, because we're going to get started here in a few seconds. And as we wait for a few more people to get connected, again, thanks for being here. And you're in for a real treat. I mean, this is going to be awesome. I can't tell you how much I appreciate Joel for doing this with me. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys for showing up. You're not going to be let down, okay? I'm going to introduce my special guest here in just a few minutes. Can we do a quick audio check on our volume levels before we get started? You can hear me type, I can hear you in the question area. Okay, great. Sounds like I hear you. I hear you. I can hear you. Okay, great. Sound like you can hear me. Okay, as we're waiting for a few moments for a few more people to jump online here, I'd like to ask you a few questions so we can help focus our training on your needs today. We want to make sure you're not wasting time, all right? So let me ask you this, and I want you to type it in the question area. This is an interactive webinar, by the way, so please use your question area a lot. If you've got questions, ask them today. Don't worry about, there's no such thing as a dumb question. You guys have always heard that since school, right? First question, tell us who you are, where you're from, and where in the world are you from? Where are you? You know, tell us who you are and where you are. Okay. This is a worldwide webinar, and we have people from all over the world here tonight. Okay, Bill from Connecticut. Hi, Bill. Joanne from Sweden. Hey, cool. We have, let me see who else I can pick on. Brian, how you doing, Brian? This is my guy, Brian. Arnell, how you doing, brother? Arnell is from Alabama. Okay, what's the main reason you're connected here today? Right? Are you just curious or as to what we're doing here? Or are you looking for something that works for you and your family? Or perhaps something else? What we'd love to know. Just let us know in the question box. What is your reason for showing up here tonight? Spending your time. What's your reason for showing up? Interested. Okay. No idea what this is. Okay. Hey, I didn't either. All right. I didn't either. Because, you know, you hear all the time, you know, it's going to be something special. This is new. This is different. All right. Okay, man. Okay, here's my next question. Rate your experience level when it comes to crypto. Are you a brand new newbie, a beginner, or and just getting started, or would you say you're an intermediate, right? You've done some things, but you don't know as much as you'd like to know. That's me, right? Perhaps you've been involved a bit, or are you an advanced crypto expert? Okay, maybe you've been around for a while and looking to expand your skills. Maybe that's it. Okay. Okay. I'm a newbie. Okay, got it. John says, I've been around, but I've lost a lot of money. John, hey, let me just let you know why you're in the right place. I've been in the crypto sphere, if you will, since in 2008, a guy asked me to do you have any extra money? You should buy some Bitcoin. So I don't have any extra money. What do you mean? And nobody knew what this stuff was, right? Few people did. But when I finally was asked about it again, somebody said $100. Right now it's only like 8 cents. But I didn't know anything about it. And I didn't know anything about investing or anything. That was a while back, right? Musician on the road, touring. I didn't care. I didn't know, right? So I would have just thrown it away eventually anyway. I would have just gotten out. When Bitcoin went to $1.50, I probably would have dropped out. Oh, wow, I got 10 grand, right? Not knowing. Who knew? Nobody could know, right? Nobody can gauge what's going to happen next. Nobody knows that kind of stuff, right? So, I mean, it's one of those things. And for me, what made it the way it was for me was Eventually, I learned about it, but what I ended up learning, I learned just enough to be dangerous. Okay, just enough to be dangerous. And I had no idea what I didn't know. There's nothing worse than that, not knowing what you don't know. And I mean, I got in some unscrupulous programs, some Bitcoin trading groups, right? Where they get your Bitcoin and they trade it at 20% a day. Okay. How many say yes? Anybody here been scammed with that kind of stuff? High yield investment programs back in the day. I lost about $2 million based on what Bitcoin got to shortly after all of that stuff happened. I lost roughly $2 million in Bitcoin. And I swore it off. I wasn't doing anything that had to do with Bitcoin again. Not me. Nope. You won't get any more of my money, right? Once bitten, twice shy. But one of my good friends, business partners, and mentors, Brian Anderson, brought this to me and said, "Gee, I know what you're going to say." And as soon as he said that, I knew, as soon as he said that, it was going to be about crypto, because he's into it, right? He said, "Just look at this, go watch this, and I'll hook you up with the owner. You can talk to," because I don't do anything unless I talk to the owner now. So rest assured, if I'm doing it, it works, because I wouldn't be doing it unless I knew the owner and had some knowledge of it and had been through enough to know not to do anything stupid, all right? So you're in the right place, right? So, no matter what level you're at, we have something for everyone today, and you're at the right place, okay? Great. Now let's get started. Welcome everyone to our special training, Window of Opportunity, how to take advantage of the new crypto DeFi surge before it passes you by. My name is Greg Sane, and I am so glad you made the decision to join us today. You're in for a real treat, as my special guest, Joel Peterson, is going to share a crypto trading strategy that 99.9% of the entire world has no idea exists. In fact, this is so new, you're very lucky to be some of the first to hear about it. And because I guarantee you that in 2 years, everyone around you will be doing this. Guaranteed. Now, I've only known Joel for a second. The guy who told me about Joel, Brian Anderson, I've known him for a while. And when Brian says go, I go, right? When Sid Michael says go, I go. Because people who do great things are the people I want to be around. So they said, "Hey, you need to look into this." And I said, "Well, is there any way I can get a hold of Joel?" He said, "Yeah, well, he's really super busy, but I'll see what I can do." And next thing you know, Joel and I are talking, and everybody can't talk about this right now. We don't want everybody in the world doing it today. Okay, so, so I asked him if he could come and teach us this model, right? In my webinar. In fact, he's going to teach you this model in detail. So get ready to take a lot of notes. Immediately after you watch this webinar, you'll be able to go and swap profits. I know you don't know what that means right now, but you will. You will actually be able to do this and make money. All right. There's also something really cool that Joel does for everyone who attends and participates in this webinar today. Each week, Joel gives away Bitcoin, gives it away. Okay. Yep. Each week, he and his team pick a random lucky winner and they send them Bitcoin direct to their wallet. If you don't have a crypto wallet, you can learn how to get one on the webinar today. And if you are the winner, Joel will send that Bitcoin right to your wallet. To qualify for the Bitcoin drawing, all you have to do is attend this training. And at some point, Joel will have a form for you to fill out so you can enter. All you have to do is enter one time and you have a chance each week to win. Sometimes they give away $50. Sometimes it's $500. It's different every week. How cool is that, right? So yes, for those of you that attend this training today and engage, you can get entered into that weekly drawing. Now, Joel is not a guru, just like me. I've had people say, "Well, you're no guru." You're right, I'm not. Here's what I do know. I don't need to know this system. I just need to know Joel. Okay, does that make sense? You don't have to know everything. You just have to know the right people. But Joel is not a guru. He'll be the first to admit that. I hope you find his style a breath of fresh air, because he tells it like it is and skips the hype. No hype. I hope you're okay with that. He's going to tell you just a little bit about him, a little bit about his family, but he's not going to go into his whole life, right? There's no need. Who wants to hear that? It makes this whole process seem salesy, and nobody's into that, right? He's been a full-time internet marketer, though, for 18 years and has done many other things online, including selling on eBay, affiliate marketing, lead generating, coaching, and webinar training. In fact, he's taught thousands of students online over the years, different aspects of internet marketing, and he has hundreds of student success stories out there, right? In fact, some of the biggest names in internet marketing today can claim that Joel was one of the first teachers they ever learned from. So there's one thing that Joel is really good at, and that is identifying windows of opportunity that come along on the internet. Out of all the people I know, he's the one that finds them and takes hold of the opportunity while it's there. These kind of opportunities don't last forever, so you got to get them when they're hot. You got to get in while the getting is good, okay? And then suck your profits away, right? Get in, get paid. So let's just get into it and get started. We have a lot to cover here today. I'm going to be here in the background taking notes with you. And with all of that said, Joel, are you there?
Hey, everybody. This is Joel Peterson. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for being on this very special training today. Again, my name is Joel Peterson, and this is Crypto Swap Profits. This is the window of opportunity, how to take advantage of the new crypto DeFi surge before it passes you by. Thank you all for being here. Can I just do a quick audio check? Can you guys hear me okay? Type a 1 in the questions. This is going to be a very interactive training here today. Type a 1 in the questions if you can hear me okay. Perfect. All right, awesome. Okay, I have a couple questions for you. We have a ton of people jumping on the training right now. So I have a couple questions to ask everybody. Number one, tell me what part of the world you're connected from. Number two, tell me what your experience level is in the crypto world. Are you beginner? Are you intermediate or advanced? If you're a newbie, just let me know, because that kind of is going to help me cater the training to our audience here today. So tell me what part of the world you're from. Number two, tell me your experience level in crypto. So we've got several intermediates, no experience. Liz is a newbie. David's a newbie. Several intermediates. Okay, great. And then the third question, while you're typing the other question, is what is it that compelled you to attend this training here today? Why did you show up? What are you looking to, like, you've heard about crypto and you're just curious about it? You just came here because, you know, I invited you or someone else invited you here today, or you're just finally maybe sick and tired of where you're at in your life and you're looking for some extra income, or, you know, where it is, opportunity. So John just said that he's looking for opportunity. Okay, so back to our original questions. We got people from all over the world here. Again, if you just joined us, we just asked everybody what part of the world you're from. Number two, tell me your skill level at crypto. Are you beginner, intermediate, advanced? And then third, why did you show up here today? What's your compelling reason for being here? So Deborah says, I'm learning about crypto because I want to get involved in this opportunity. I'm always looking for ways to improve my crypto profits, says Dave. And Georges is advanced. And Bart says, I need a little extra income. This sounds very interesting. So we have a mix here. And so I just want to let you know that no matter what level you're at, you're in the right place at the right time. And I'm so excited that you're here. You are hearing something that very few people in this world, a very small percentage of the population of the world, even knows about this right now. So you're in the cutting edge. You're going to learn. Buckle up. Put the headphones on. Close the doors. Tell the kids you're busy, get ready, because we have a lot to cover here today. So again, thank you, everyone. All right, tell me again, the number one reason why you're here. I just asked this a few minutes ago, but I'm gonna ask it one more time because we just had about twice as many people that just jumped on. Tell me why you're here today. What's the number one reason why you connected here today? As you heard a moment ago, we're getting a lot of the same answers. People are looking for some extra income. They're interested in crypto. They've heard about crypto. Maybe they're advanced and they're just looking to further their crypto strategies. So this is an interactive training today. I'm going to have a Q&A session at the end. And I'm also going to leave my personal cell number at the end. If you have additional questions, you can text me. Please use the questions or chat box during this training. And, I may have a few helpers in the chat as I teach today because we have just a ton of people here today. A quick disclaimer, these are the things the FTC wants you to know about. During this presentation, I will share our mastermind members and my results using these strategies and techniques. This training is strictly for education purposes only, and any personal opinions, make sure you do your own research. Okay, never take one person's opinion for financial guidance. There are multiple strategies, and not all strategies fit all people. Our videos and training are not financial advice. I may show some big numbers and projections for future growth. But listen, guys, these are not promises of income for you. If you followed my advice or join our mastermind, your success or failure is up to you. And I think a lot of people understand that. Here's my promise to you today. I'm just going to be super real with you. Those of you guys that know me, I'm just super real with you. I'll just be right up straight with you. I'm not going to waste your time with fluff and hype today. I'm going to just tell you actionable content. When you get done today with this webinar, you should be able to go and do crypto swap profits. Okay, that's the bottom line. Even if you don't take a look at our mastermind, you should be able to do this. So buckle up, turn off your distractions. I'm going to show you all the details of how you can get started swapping profits today immediately after this webinar. And just for fun, today, if you have an aha moment, will you just type in the word swap? Okay, type in the word swap in the comments, okay? So if I go through the training today and you have an aha moment, type in swap, all right? All right, let's go. Listen, let's talk about the elephant in the room, all right? You all do this. You go on trainings. You understand that someone's going to sell something, right? Well, I'm not going to disappoint you, all right? Here's the deal. I have a paid mastermind community that I will tell you about at the end. For any of those of you that are interested in getting super serious about this new window of opportunity, it's totally optional. I'm going to show you the exact steps to make money with this, even if you don't join my mastermind today. Woo! All right, can we all have a sigh of relief? All right, let's go. All right, this is kind of cool because as I was preparing this presentation, I had to make a couple examples for you guys. And I made $1,937.26 in 2 hours. Who wants to learn how I made the $1,937.26 in 2 hours during the time it took me to create these slides? All right, raise your hand. Say me, swap, okay? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to show you. Today, I'm going to teach you exactly how to do this. After the webinar, like I said, you're going to be able to copy exactly what I show you today. Now, a simple definition is this. What is crypto swap profits? Its simple definition is this. You are swapping tokens, coins, on crypto decentralized exchanges. Think trading with no middleman. Trading in the wild, wild west. Let's just say that. All right. You can even do a lot of this from your smartphone. Everyone's staring at the phone these days. Why not make some money while you're looking at your phone? This is the same method that Jay turned $4,000 and swapped it into $121,000. And the funny thing about this is he sent me this message the next day. He said, sorry, I should have waited it a day before I sent you the screenshot. It went up to $162,000. This is the same method that I'm teaching you today. This is not made up. I know for some people they go like, what the heck? How did he do that? Well, I'm showing you today how I did that. This is how Remo, and Remo's out in the Philippines, a good friend of mine, earned $700 as he went halfway through my training. He swapped $50 and made $3,000 in his first week. This is the same training that Bamzi swapped $36 into over $100,000. This is the same method that Jared in our mastermind swapped $450 into 9K and then swapped a little more and turned that into 21K, $21,000. All right. Again, who wants to learn this? Remo reached out to me and wanted to learn this. This is the same method he learned. Who wants to learn this? Type in swap if you want to learn this. Me, I sure do. All right, let's go. Now, this is a question I already have had asked in the questions. Like, this method is not dependent on the general crypto markets. Sometimes the market is way up. Sometimes the market is way down. And people think, oh no, the sky is falling, crypto, blah, blah, blah. They just don't understand it. And in certain markets that might be true. But if you understand crypto, you understand the history of it, especially Bitcoin. It's like this. You don't sell Bitcoin, you buy Bitcoin. If you sell Bitcoin, you don't understand Bitcoin. Now, this webinar isn't about Bitcoin though, okay? So the reason I'm showing you this is you may hear things in the news about the crypto market going down or going up, bear market, bull market. It doesn't matter with this method. With this method, you can make money anytime. Great. So all your friends are crying about Bitcoin going down or up or down or Doge or whatever. You can just sit there in the corner and smile. All right, I have a question for you. If I showed you in detail and provide value on our mastermind, how our mastermind achieves these results, and how you can copy our success, would it be okay if I extended an invitation to a select few of you to join the Crypto Swap Profits Mastermind? My goal today is to teach you a lot of content, actionable content. I want, with your permission, would it be okay if I extended that invitation? So that's my goal today, to provide value. All right, looks like a lot of you are saying yes. Awesome. Of course, you're going to say yes. All right, here's what you're going to learn today. We're going to, pay close attention. I'm going to teach you exactly what swap profits is and why it can be super profitable, how you can get started, and why we're just in this beginning window of this opportunity. I'll show you how to find good swaps that could be profitable. We'll talk about 3 strategies for milking as much profit as you can. I'll show you what you need to set it up right and how to swap. I'll talk about the 3 critical things you must do if you want to make and keep your profits. I'm going to show you some profitable swaps that some of our mastermind members have been doing. And I'm going to tell you about our mastermind and our goal and why you might want to consider joining us today. Who's this for? This is for people that are tired of all the get rich or do nothing schemes out there. You don't want to do e-com. You don't want to have to build websites. You don't want to do, writing or publishing. You don't want to have to create a product. You don't want to have you don't have technical knowledge or know-how. You don't have to do Facebook advertising, Google advertising, none of that. You don't have to do traffic generation. You don't have to do funnel building. You don't have to do sales. You don't have to talk to your friends. You know the drill. And it is for people who are action takers. Do we have action takers here today? Are you an action taker? All right. Who's this Joel guy? I'm just going to take just brief. This isn't about me, but some of you on here don't know who I am. Just going to briefly explain my story. This is me, and that's my family. That's a little older picture there. We have 2 dogs now, and our kids are the 2 boys are almost as tall as me. We live out here in Utah. Years ago, it's been about 18 plus years now, I used to work at a chemical laboratory where I used to have to walk into this steel plant called Geneva Steel every day with a hard hat on. I used to have to take a sample of poisonous cyanide gas. I think it was making like $9 an hour, and I could have died every day I went to work. It was like a super risky job. I got tired of that. I decided to get a different job. I got into technical support and started learning about computers a little bit, and then the internet really started coming on board. And then I remember seeing one day that Google was starting to have ads on their pages and some different things. And I started learning about these things called ebooks. And I bought an ebook from a guy named Chris Carpenter. And I followed the instructions and I made money. I couldn't believe it. A couple other ebooks from a few other friends of mine who are friends of mine now. And I remember waking up the first time one morning and looking at my computer, and I had made 3 sales of like $37 while I was sleeping. And I was like, oh my gosh, I made money while I was sleeping. And that's kind of what got me bit by the bug. Long story short, within 9 months, I was making 3 times what I was making at my job. I used to work at 3M. And I walked out of that company with a box of my stuff, not because I got fired or laid off, because that's happened to me many times before, but because I quit, because I was able to become financially free. I was able to make more money at my side gig than I was my regular job. And so we've had a great life. I love to fish. I love to travel around. I'm not one of these fancy car kind of guys. I'm not going to show you the Lamborghinis, but I'll show you the fish. That's a 70-pound king salmon up in Alaska. And anyway, so there we go. That's enough about me. I've been around for many, many years and taught thousands of people online how to have a better life through the internet. But my specialty has been this. My specialty has been arbitrage. I like to find these little windows where I can take a few cents and turn them into mini cents, where I can take 2 cents, turn them into 10 cents, 2 cents, turn them into 25 cents, 2 cents, turn them into $5. That's my specialty. I look for these little windows of opportunities. The first one of these that I ever found was Google AdWords to affiliate programs arbitrage. This was like printing money. You could go to Google, advertise, and go to ClickBank and find these. You could just advertise till like the cows come home. There's a check. You can hardly see it. It's like $34,000. And no, so here's a guy making $50,000 a year at my job at 3M, and I made $34,000 in 2 weeks. And I was like, oh my gosh, So I still do stuff with ClickBank. I'm a ClickBank Power. I have a platinum. I get the plaque every year, and it's been great. So there was that was that first window, the ClickBank arbitrage. Second window was Google AdSense. It was literally like having an ATM machine in your living room. We were able to arbitrage AdSense, and there's a month we made $696,000. And if you think that's good, wait till you see this screen. There's a month we did almost $1 million in a month, December 2006. So we had many, many months of these arbitrage strategies where literally it was like putting an ATM in your living room. Third window we found was viral Facebook traffic, and this is actually still a pretty viable model here today. And I actually taught a whole bunch of people how to do this, and I still teach people how to do this. Here's one of my buddies, best buddy from high school, Brent, made money with this arbitrage strategy that we taught a lot of people how to do. So we've specialized looking for these strategies, because why not make a lot of money fast? That's what I've always said. Like I remember when I was $40,000 in debt, and I was like, how do I get out of debt? Well, I can budget, I can watch my spending, and those are all good things. But I thought, why don't I just make a bunch of money and get out of debt? And that's always kind of been my philosophy. So what's the next window? All right, the next window, is it Dogecoin? You guys heard of Dogecoin? Who's heard of Dogecoin? Say that. Dogecoin, if you watch the news, you're Elon Musk and all that, you hear about Dogecoin, right? Dogecoin. I'm curious here, who here, what was your first exposure to crypto? Is anyone Dogecoin kind of the first thing? Or tell me, I'm curious. I'm going to ask the question, what's your first exposure to crypto? John says Bitcoin, Doge says Greg, a ton of people says Greg, Doge, Litecoin, BTC, BNB. So a lot of people, they first get exposed to crypto by hearing it on the news or the buzzword. And, here's the thing about crypto. You might be here, and by the way, I'm the only one that can see these answers. And you might be sitting there going like, Joel, I don't know anything about crypto. And that's perfectly fine. It doesn't matter if you don't understand what crypto is. This is not a webinar to teach you about crypto. All you have to understand is crypto has value, period. This is an article on Cointelegraph. DeFi growth helps push crypto's share of the global money supply above 2%. The global money supply is 2% in the crypto world. That's like insane. If you understand and you really get into crypto, you understand where this is going. And that's 2%. And then we have a whole world to conquer here, and you're getting in, let's just say this, early. So the bottom line is you can build real wealth with crypto. I think we've all read on the news about the Dogecoin millionaire and the guy who had a bunch of Bitcoin that he found. He's a multi-gazillionaire and all that. But the bottom line is it can build real wealth. Now, did you hear about the Dogecoin millionaire? Okay, here's this kid, and he took his life savings. I think he inherited some money. He took 180 grand and put it down on Doge when it was about 5 cents, which is funny because actually I bought some Doge when it was 5 cents just to show my kids. It's kind of funny. Anyway, his investment turned into about 2.1 million bucks. Now, I thought that was kind of interesting because, I've watched this kid. I've watched a lot of these interviews with him. I've watched him, kind of what he does, and I just kind of shake my head. Because a lot of people get excited about this and they say, oh my gosh, Doge investing, and now he's a Dogecoin millionaire. But see, Doge may have helped put crypto on your radar, but for every Dogecoin millionaire, there's hundreds of thousands of people that lose, and they lose big. There's two types of crypto investors out there. Number one, there's the gambler. We all know who they are, right? And don't be worried, you probably have been the gambler. Most everyone, their first experience with crypto have become the gambler. Or you can be the master. See, what's the difference between the gambler and the master? See, the gambler, the first time they hear about crypto is from the news or a tweet or Elon Musk or a meme or a YouTube video, a snazzy YouTube video. That's how or maybe a friend told them about it. Hey, I should probably get into that crypto thing. That's how the gambler usually finds out about it. Maybe they buy it on Robinhood. And, hey, listen, I'm not knocking Robinhood. I think it has its place. But when you get into crypto, you realize you do not want to be buying your crypto on Robinhood. That's okay. I'm not going to knock Robinhood. But that's where they go to because that's what they hear on the news. I can go to Robinhood. But they don't even realize on Robinhood, at least right now, you don't even own the crypto. It's kind of like, owning a bar of gold or owning a piece of paper saying you own a bar of gold. The gambler buys at the top. They get the FOMO, fear of missing out. They're like, Doge, Doge, Doge. Oh my gosh, I'm safe. I got to buy this. I got to go up there and buy it. And it's coming. Oh, I got to buy it. It's going to go up. And they buy it at 63 cents. Okay. Anyone ever done that? I'm the only one that can see the answers. Come on, admit it. Have you done FOMO before? I've done FOMO before. I've done it. I'll admit. Yeah. We have a ton of people. Okay. It's an internal nature of us to want to do that. You don't want to miss out. You don't want to be left out. You buy at the top, right? You don't understand usually, but the master, he does his own research. He looks at charts. He looks at news articles. He dives down into projects. He does his research. He follows a strict set of trading rules. It's rules-based trading. He trades on optimal platforms. And here's the key. He uses automation. He uses bots. That's what the masters do. The masters buy low. They buy it when it's 5 cents, the bottom of the dip, and they sell it when it's high. They buy here and they sell here. They buy here, sell here. Everyone else buys here and sells here. All right, but they sell at or near the top. See, the gambler, like I just said, he buys at the top. He's excited, the FOMO, and then when he's lost all of his investment, he just sells here. That's what the gamblers do. He's giving his money to the masters. That's basically what gamblers do. Be the master. And that's what my goal is today, to help you become the master. There's windows of opportunity, like I mentioned. My goal is to help you become the master today and understand and take advantage of these windows of opportunity. Now, I hate to burst your bubble, but this window of opportunity is not Dogecoin. All right. It's not Robinhood. Robinhood, like I said, hey, it's got its place, but for the most part, for most people, it's more like Robin the Hood. All right. You get what I mean? Most people get into Robinhood and they lose their money. All right. Okay. So what's the next window? What's the next window? Here it is. I'm just going to tell you, it's DeFi, decentralized finance. Okay. The new wave in crypto has begun, and its buzzword is DeFi, which stands for decentralized finance. The idea of decentralized finance is that financial institutions can be created and run by computers, blockchains, and rules that anyone can access free of gaining permission or having to show trust or to be trusted. And these cyber financial institutions run on a network of computers anywhere in the world along anarcho-capitalistic lines designed to resist outside interference. I know the reason I'm reading this is it's important, okay? A nice dream, perhaps, now a tangible thing exists. So here's the thing. It takes forever to open a bank account. You ever gone to open up a bank account? You ever gone down to the bank, you go to the bank, the person's not there, they're out to lunch, blah, blah, blah. And in many, listen, you got to pass the checklist, right? You can expect a regular flow of demands to prove you aren't a drug lord or you $10,000, you're going to get reported for this, whatever. To carry on these services, you're going to have all kinds of extra fees. I mean, listen, here's the deal. This guy that wrote this article, it took me less than 30 minutes to buy some stable coins and deposit them into compound.finance and then have them earning me, it's not clear how much exactly, but let's estimate 7% a year I sent them no electricity bill, no passports, no photos, no driver's license. I had no tedious forms to fill out, no phone lines in queue for 30 minutes to chat with someone in Bangalore. By the way, I love Bangalore. I've been there. Listen, boom, instantly I was earning interest and I could see it rolling in real time. The bottom line is DeFi, decentralized finance, is changing the world. It is breaking down the barriers of what you can do with your money. No longer does someone have to turn you down for a loan or, say that you're this or that, or you can't invest this, or you can't make this much interest on this. And that is what we're talking about. Now, I understand some of you are going like, I still don't get it, Joel. That's okay. Well, what I'm going to show you is if you just can understand a little bit what I show you here in a minute, that's all you have to understand. Let's simplify our definition of DeFi. Opportunity, window of opportunity, okay? In plain English, DeFi lets you create crypto swap profits. This is the same opportunity that allowed me just to make almost a couple $1,000s while I was creating this training, these slides. This is what Jay did, the 121 grand, actually more than that, using these methods. This is crypto swap profits. This is it. It's on DeFi. $1,937.26 in 2 hours. Take advantage of this window while it lasts, while the rest of the world learns about this. I promise you there's going to be a day when more and more people find out about this. And you are going to be glad that you knew about it way before the rest of the world. I'm just curious, has anyone never heard about this before? Raise your hand. Say something in the chat. I would dare to say that 90% of this audience has never heard of this stuff. Okay, so let's do it. Let's do it. Let's swap some profits. Let's show you how to do it. So let's find a good crypto swap. So there's a good website, and there's several websites like this, but coinmarketcap.com. coinmarketcap.com. This is where you can go look at all of the cryptocurrency coins. They're not all of them, but a lot of them, at least the ones that have kind of gotten up to a certain level. Go to coinmarketcap.com, hover over cryptocurrencies, click on gainers and losers. When you get to gainers and losers, you're going to find in the last 24 hours which of these coins have gained the most. Look at this, something called Cat's Coin, 800%. 800% in 24 hours. What that means, guys, 800% is if I had bought $100 worth of tokens when that was at 0%, I would times that by 8. That's how much I would have at 800%. Okay, Moon token, Bitcoin Classic, LGC, Hyperchain, so these things will show up here. What have been the big gainers? Now, I'm going to burst your bubble a little bit. Once it shows up on this list, you've usually lost your window of opportunity. Not always. You can play the waves, but you want to find the opportunity before it hits that list. That's kind of the secret. But you do this. You do this research to kind of figure this out. Now, another way to do that, to find these ones before they hit this list, is you can go to the ICO calendar. They call it the ICO calendar, but what we're looking for are what are called IDOs. Okay, and these are called initial DEX offerings. This is when a coin launches out on a decentralized exchange. This will make sense in a moment when I explain it. But just to let you know that IDOs can be awesome sometimes, and sometimes not so awesome. But this is how you can find them, and this is kind of what gets on the radar. These guys that are doing the IDOs are the ones that show up usually on the gainers and losers. Okay, so I just showed you like a super important thing, and let me show you. I'll show you in a minute how I actually used this the other day, and you're not even going to believe it. Okay, so another place is coinmarketcal.com. So coinmarketcal.com is the other site. Now, this is a site where different coin projects can post what they're doing. So you can filter through these and look at different new coins that are launching. You can kind of get an idea of, what a coin that's maybe even out there. Maybe they're going to have a mainnet launch, or they're going to have some major event. Usually coins that have a major event shoot up in anticipation, or sometimes they shoot down, but it kind of depends on the coin and what's going on. The NFT marketplace release. NFT is like the hugest buzzword. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I only understand part of what NFTs are, and all I know is that there's some money to be made in there, and we'll focus on that in the future. But right now we're going to focus on swap profits. All right. All right, here's one that I found showing that website that on CoinMarketCap. Okay, this is one I found the other day. GMR Finance. Now, I had actually heard about this, that these guys were launching, and they knew they were in the gaming world. And I thought, oh, gaming is huge. I bet you this one, and they looked super professional. I looked at their website. I'll show you in a minute. But I want to point you out something here. When you go to CoinMarketCap, this is what you want to look for. This thing that, and if they're on what's called the Binance Smart Chain, you want to look for what's called the smart contract. It's going to be like a big old long address like that. This is called smart contracts. Now, I'm not going to explain on this webinar what a smart contract is. You can go to Google and Google what a smart contract is, or go to YouTube and, to your heart's content. But let's just say smart contracts are changing the way that the world does finance. And it's one of the reasons we have a DeFi, decentralized finance. Basically, is once a contract is in place, the rules cannot be changed, and the contract has to be executed the way it was created. Nobody cheating, nobody skimming money off the top or whatever. So that's what's great about smart contracts. All right, so think about this. So I did my research, CoinMarketCap. I went to their site, and I'm like, man, this thing looks impressive. These guys have a good team. This is a real deal, because there are some fake ones out there. And I looked at this, and I looked at what's called their tokenomics. And this is really important to understand. So when someone launches a cryptocurrency coin, or it's called a token, there's what's called tokenomics. What do they do with it? They burn a bunch on launch, and 5% reserved for this, and 5% for this, and manual burns. And I know when you're brand new, you look at that and go, I don't know what any of that means. That's okay. What this means is this token has a 10% tax. So when you buy it, 10% is going to come off. And then when you sell it, 10% is going to come off. And there's some other technical things to this, but it is important to kind of learn some of this terminology. Okay, so let's just shoot to the chase here. This one was a huge winner. All right. If you had started when these guys launched their DEX, when they went live on PancakeSwap, which I'm going to show you today, if you had swapped $500 and you had kept it in there, it would have been worth $29,000 a few days later. $500, you would have turned it into $29,000 a few days later. Does that blow anyone's mind away? Because I showed you the screenshot of my friend Jay and his 121,000 or 164,000, whatever that was. These things happen. Now, to be clear, they don't happen like every day. They don't happen like all the time. But these opportunities do show themselves. I know it's always easier to kind of look in hindsight and go, oh, I wish I would have done that. I wish I would have done that. Well, here's the thing. I want you to be the master. I want you to start researching these, learning about these, and taking these opportunities and recognizing when one of these could go up. So swapping $500, imagine if you swapped more than that. And by the way, I never tell anybody how much they should swap, how much money they should invest. That's up to you and what your budget and what your risk tolerance is. Is that exciting to anyone? I don't know. Is anyone excited? Swap, 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 swap. People are freaking out. All right, so here's the thing. I'm going to talk about some strategies for milking as much profit as you can. Okay, because that's the thing is like you can make money, but we want to keep the money. All right, so this is GMR, and it continued on its path, and it's a woo, way up, and now, oh my gosh, it's going like this, and we call this wave. I call it waves. 3 strategies for milking as much profit as you can. Strategy number 1, be there at the launch and buy low. Let me just repeat that. You got to buy low. You got to buy low. Yesterday in our mastermind, 2 days ago, I told everyone about this one that was launching. I said, I'm going to get in the pre-sale, and I got in the pre-sale, and I did well with that. And that's how you buy low. The people here, they find out about these projects at the beginning, and they go at the beginning. And if it's a good project, it's going to go up. It's going to go up, and eventually it goes down. Number 2, you want to sell at the top. I'm just telling you what, if there's one piece of advice I can give everybody, take your profits. Take your profits. It's so easy to be up and you're like 20 grand. You're like, yeah, top of the world, Dogecoin millionaire. By that, Dogecoin millionaire, he watched his, when Elon Musk went on Saturday Night Live, he watched his, he almost had 3 million on there. He watched it go down 1 million in like 30 minutes. So we love to take profits. Sell at the top. And here's a little hint. How do you know when to sell at the top? You use a bot. Use a bot, right? Then you want to buy the dip because once it sells, you can buy the dip. Yesterday, I bought the dip and I made a quick $600 just putting this presentation here together and then showing some people in our mastermind how to do it. And I quickly bought a dip and then I sold it again. I made like 2x in literally like 20 minutes. So you buy the dip. And how do you do that? Well, I used a bot. So you use a bot to do that. We'll talk about bots a little bit more in a minute. But here's a bonus tip for you. So we've gone through 3 rules. A bonus tip for you is use rules-based trading. Make sure you're following some rules. This is what protects you. This is what helps you keep your risk level lower and keeps your profits higher by using rules-based trading. This prevents you from buying at the top, getting all excited. Rules-based trading is the way to go. Now, the biggest thing with this crypto trading is you've got to have what's called a stop loss set, because there's a certain point where sometimes these coins can just tank. You're like the Dogecoin millionaire, $3 million. In 30 minutes, you've lost $1 million. And this kid's young. He's like 18. He acted like he didn't care, but I bet you inside he was going, oh my freaking gosh, what if this never goes back up again? So I'm a big believer in taking your profits. And one of the ways you can do that is using bots. You can tell I'm a big believer in bots. So if you can set a stop loss, boy, that helps you sleep at night. That actually happened to me this morning. I had invested in crypto and my bot hit the stop loss, and I actually still was profitable in the trade, but I could have woken up like a lot of people and go, oh my gosh, what happened to my Robinhood stock? It went down. So you got to use a bot. All right, let's do you guys want to see a couple of these? I can actually go into my mastermind. I'm going to show you some of these trades that we've done and that I've shown in our mastermind. You guys want to see it? I'll just show you. Okay, let's do it. I'm going to log in here to our mastermind here. So I'm going to show you this one here where it made a quick $2,000, and then I'll show you some others. So inside of our mastermind here, we have our forums. And we have 2 areas we have called swap alerts, and we have another one called follow my trades. So let's go into follow my trades. And this is literally where I go in and I show people trades that I'm doing. Now, I'm not telling you to do these trades. This just allows you to follow my trade and learn how to do it and learn how you could potentially be profitable with these. So I entered in this trade here, and immediately, this is the one I had the pre-sale on. I told everyone, I said, listen guys, there's a pre-sale on this one called Meteor Man. Another one of these meme tokens, but this one's like pretty solid. I actually had conversations with the developers of this about a week before that. So I got in early, and as soon as it launched on Pancake, I was already up. BNB. I'll talk about BNB, what that is here in just a moment. Just think it's money, all right? It's money. So 2.2 BNB. So you can just kind of follow my trade here. And so here I am using my bot at the same time. And now I changed it to dollars so you guys can kind of understand. I have my bot set, and that is making money. So my BNB was about, that day was about $530, I believe, is what BNB was worth that day. So my investment was going up. And let's just continue this on here. Hold on, let's see if I can get out of this picture. So you can just follow it up here. Boom, it was up to $1,700 a few minutes later. And then come here, and I usually put notes in here when I do these. There we go, we're at $1,934. And let's see, there we go. Let's kind of show you this one here. So this is kind of what the trail this one did. So I was at $2,339. Now I don't know if I had the screenshot. When I'm doing these, sometimes the bot's going, I'm trying to take screenshots and I can't always get it. But I think I got the 3,000 one in here. No, okay, so this is what happened. I had set my sell limit in here because I had said, listen, once I get to a certain level, I'm gonna go ahead and sell. I wanted to go ahead and leave 50% of what we call a moon bag in there. So again, you can just follow these trades. Let's look at another one here. Here's another one of the follow my trades here. And let's see, let's go into Orbit here. This one was a pretty decent one here. This one actually went into Orbit. Okay, so you can kind of see how we set these up. This one quickly ramped up to 1.3 BNB. And then you can kind of see some of the charts. I kind of show people, teach them kind of what it's doing. That went to 1.6 BNB. I think I just put 1 BNB in that one. And then that got the 2.3 BNB. I was at 2.3 profit there. And then if you put it in dollar amounts, about $1,600. And was that the end of that one? No, there we go. This is the one that I showed you in the slide here. So $1,937. So I more than 2x'd my money here, basically. And I did that, and I send these alerts out to the team. And that's not to say every single one of them is going to be profitable or you should get into it. That's just me doing this and letting you guys see what I do. So that is the follow my trades. Actually, let me just kind of, while you're here, why don't I just show you guys around here a little bit. So this is our mastermind here, and this is where we have a group of people. So we have all kinds of links and resources and training and forums and swap alerts. We have an actual chat room where people are in there chatting. Who's in there right now? Yeah, so there we go. We're chatting right here. Any coin that, awesome. You do an amazing job as usual. I have a question. Can Strata be used with any coins or just new coins? And then here's Pedro. What's the difference between stake 3 LP tokens and holding 8 BT? So we have constant chats that are going in there, and we have constant forums in here of people sharing their strategies and things that are going on. And this is where you can go to our how-tos and follow our swap alerts that are popular here, and then following the trades as well. So it's a wealth of information, being able to work with a community together, and that's what's awesome about that. So what do you need to do to have a profitable trade? Okay, what do you need to do to have a profitable swap? And by the way, Elaine just asked if we followed your trades from the start, what's the profit so far that you've made? Well, if you would have followed that trade, you would have been into that one about 3x profit, one of the ones that I showed you. And actually, one of those trades, I'm super conservative. I like to take my profits out. If I had just not sold at all and I had just like kept letting it rise up there, I probably would have 10x'd my profit on that one. But guys, I'm conservative, and so you'll see that about me. Like, I'm just conservative. I just like to take my profits out, because I've seen it too many times where, see, when you sit there and you're like, I'm gonna let it ride, I'm gonna let it ride, I'm gonna let it ride. What does that sound like? That's the gambler talking to you. That's the gambler talking to you. Now, that doesn't mean you can't use part of your portfolio to say, listen, this is my let it ride. I'm going to take 10%. And this is my, what if scenario. But me, I just like to do profitable trades as much as I can. Okay, so what do you need to do to start doing this? Like, what do you need to do? All right, well, let me just tell you. First of all, you need a crypto wallet. And there's lots of different wallets out there. There's 2 types of wallets that you're actually going to need. Number one is you're going to want to get a hardware wallet, and you're going to want to get a software wallet. Tons of questions coming in, by the way, guys. We're going to go a Q&A session at the end. How are we doing so far? You guys learning anything yet? Let's hear a swap. If you're learning anything, type in swap in the questions. All right. Oh my gosh. Swap, swap, swap. Oh, people are excited. Okay, that's good. So you need 2 types of wallets. Number one, you need a hardware wallet. This is where you store your funds for the long term. Now, to be clear, your crypto is not stored on this device. This is called a Ledger Nano S. It's my favorite one. Your funds are not stored on that key. What that key is, that holds your secret key. It's like a little device that gives permission for you to access your funds. So no cyber criminal can sneak into your whatever and steal your funds. Have you ever heard of crypto funds getting stolen, hacked into? That can happen. This one, they can't. I mean, it's the password's on the device. And so that's why for long-term storage, it's great to have a Ledger Nano hardware wallet. But to do trading, you really need to do things through a software wallet. So I'm going to show you the software wallets we like. And by the way, whenever you do anything through a web browser, listen, if you're new to computers, you got to understand this. You have to be really careful what extensions and things that you load in your web browser, because criminals will put things in web browsers to steal your information and spy on you. I love the Brave browser. Brave browser is good, but it doesn't mean that it's perfect. But what I like to do with this is I like to have a separate browser. That's all I do with my crypto stuff, and I only load a couple extensions. You have to be super careful, and you want to make sure you have antivirus running on your computer that's reliable, because there are a lot of criminals out there trying to steal your money. So when you create a software wallet, they all work this way. There is a key. You have a secret key that is your money. It's like it's the address to get your money on what's called the blockchain. It's like the combination. All right. Now, to create the software wallet, they create what's called a seed phrase. So it's basically a list of words in a different order. And here's the deal: when you create these software wallets, you write those keys down on a piece of paper. You do it when you're not in front of any cameras. You don't show it to anybody, because if someone gets those words, they get your money. That's the bottom line. So what you got to do is you got to pretend like you're going to put $1 million in that crypto wallet, and you're going to write this. You got to be secret spy. You're going to write that down, and don't let anyone there. Don't have cameras on while you're doing it. Don't let your friends see it. And then you put that in a spot where you go, where if my house burned down, whatever. You know, so maybe you go get a safety deposit box and store it in there, or maybe you get 2 safety deposit boxes. You know, just think about, if I have $1 million, what was I do with this? And then you never, ever, ever store your secret phrase. Like, don't email it to yourself or store it in a text file on your computer. You might be able to use like LastPass, which is encryption, to store your secret phrase. That's probably acceptable as long as your LastPass is super secure as well. Time and time again, you hear of people who get flippant with their keys, or they get tricked into their keys. If anyone ever asks you for the phrase, they say, oh, hey, this is a MetaMask, we need your key. Don't do it. They're just stealing your money. So speaking of MetaMask, there's lots of different software wallets out there. I'm going to tell you about 2 of them, and the one that you really should set up. And one is MetaMask, okay? And the other one is Trust Wallet. Now, I would set up MetaMask first, and you might need to do Trust Wallet. A lot of people tell you to go get Trust Wallet, but that's when you're new. But what you find out is you're limited to doing everything on your phone. And for what we're doing, you want to use your phone, but you want to use your computer too. So we're going to talk about MetaMask. It's metamask.io. And this is what you load into your web browser. So if you get the Brave browser or a separate browser like Chrome or Firefox, and don't use it for anything else, just use it for your crypto, go to metamask.io, set up a software wallet, and they're going to take you through a process with the keys. Guys, go to YouTube. There's like a million videos of how to set up a MetaMask wallet. Be careful, though, on YouTube. There are some crooks out there to try to tell you the wrong instructions how to do things, and they steal your money. So once your MetaMask wallet is set up, there you go. You can run MetaMask on your phone. You can run it on your browser. And that's what's great about it, because with our strategies, we're going to be using both our phone and our web browser and a computer. Doesn't matter what kind of computer, Linux, Mac, PC, you know, whatever you have that has a web browser that's compatible. So metamask.io, then you have a software wallet. So this is actually a wallet that holds crypto. I've got 6.5 BNB in there right now. We'll talk about BNB in a second. So here's the thing about MetaMask. When you set up MetaMask, there's a setting that you have to do, and you have to connect it to the Binance Smart Chain. And if you Google Binance Smart Chain instructions, you're going to come up to academy.binance.com, academy.binance.com. This is the article that tells you how to connect to the MetaMask chain wallet. And this is where scammers try to trick you. They set up fake websites showing you how to set this up, and they give you the wrong information, and then you're sending your money to criminals. So this is like the one thing you have to be really careful about. Connect to the Binance Smart Chain. Go to the right link. These are the kind of things that we teach in our mastermind. Like, we show you, like, hey, listen, this is what you got to do. You got to do it this way so you don't lose your money. Another extension that you're going to need to get is the Binance Chain Wallet. And all I'm going to say about this is the Binance Chain Wallet is an extension that you're going to use, especially if you're in the USA, but other people use it too, where it's another wallet. And this is what you're going to do to convert, and I'm going to get techie here. You're going to convert BNB, which is the Binance. Binance is a company, and they have their own token called BNB. We're going to use that a lot. To use what we're doing, we need BEP20. Burn that in your mind. BEP20, 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 BEP20. We're going to use BEP20. But if you get a token called BEP2, BNB BEP2, you've got to convert it to BEP20. And you use this tool right here, this Binance Smart Chain Wallet. We don't have time to go over this here, but you know, this is something super important. Got to change BEP20 into BEP2 into BEP20. I was testing you, see if you were listening. All right. So once we have our wallet, now we have to get BNB. We need to get this coin, this BNB coin, because this is what we're going to be using for this thing called Pancake Swap, okay? You need to get this BNB coin in your wallet, and it needs to be in the BEP20 Smart Chain version. And I know some of you go like, I don't understand, but that's okay. Just remember BEP20, BEP20, BEP20. The goal is to get Smart Chain BNB in your wallet, the BEP20 version. There's a lot of different ways to do it. This actually tends to be the most challenging part for a lot of people. You can get through it. There is a couple ways to get BNB in your wallet. One is using this company called Paybis, where you can buy crypto using a debit card. I would recommend you don't use a credit card because they charge you like astronomical fees. Your bank does, and these guys do. But you would use a debit card. But let me just give you a word of advice. You got your debit card in hand, and you think you can go buy it, you got to call your bank and say, listen, I need to talk to your security department. I'm going to buy some cryptocurrency from a company called paybiz.com. Can you put an alert on my account to allow the transaction to go through? Everyone tries it without it, and then they get back to me and they say, Joel, it declined. And I'm like, did you call your bank? No, I didn't call my bank. Call your bank. And sometimes even when you call your bank, they still decline it. So it's kind of a game you have to play. But you get through it. You get through it. You figure it out, right? Do you think it's worth it to figure it out to do this? And I think you're gonna see that in a moment, that it's worth it. So anyway, you get the BNB token in your wallet. You actually on Paybiz, you're actually going to give them your MetaMask wallet number, and you can transfer it directly to your wallet, and boom, you can start swapping profits. Okay, so make sure you get the BEP20 version. Now, like I said, there's a couple other ways that you can get BNB in your wallet, and we're not going to spend any more time on this, but the bottom line is, like, you know, it's a task, but once you do it, you can do it. There's multiple ways, and we do show in our mastermind how you can do that. So, all right, now we're getting to the fun part. We're gonna teach about this whole swap profit thing. What do you actually use? You actually use a little piece of software called it's called a DApp, or whatever you call it. And it's this little piece of software that connects to this whole DeFi world and allows you to swap profits. There's a bunch of them out there. There's Sushi Swap, there's Dex Guru, there's lots of different ones out there. But there's one particular one that we're going to use. Okay, so understand that there's lots of these little swap things. We're going to use Pancake Swap. Woohoo! This is Pancake Swap. We love Pancake Swap. We made a lot of money with Pancake Swap. So Pancake Swap is called a DApp. Okay, basically this is one of these decentralized finance apps that allows you to trade cryptocurrency on the DeFi networks, on specifically the Binance Smart Chain network. All you have to realize is that Pancake Swap, you can make money. That's all you have to realize. Okay, you don't have to understand the technicals of this. You can learn that over time. You guys want to learn how to use Pancake Swap? I'm going to show you the steps right now. Gosh, if you want to take your phone and take pictures of these steps while I'm going through them, that might help you too. All right, step number one, you want to log into MetaMask. So you just go into your browser right here, click on it. It's going to pop down, and then you're going to put your MetaMask password. Now, this is not your 20 keyword or 16 keyword phrase. This is another password that's super important for you to not let get into the wrong hands. So you unlock your wallet with the password, okay? Then I'm going to teach you something that's like worth your time coming to this webinar by using MetaMask. As you click on this little button right here, these little three, they call that a hamburger icon or something, I don't know. And you click on expand view, because it's going to drive you crazy if you don't do that. And then voila, now it takes up a whole browser window. So now you can see your BNB. Oh, I made some BNB since I did that last screenshot. So this is your MetaMask wallet. And remember when I talked about connecting to the Binance Smart Chain? You got to make sure you click up here and connect to the Binance Smart Chain. It's not automatically set up when you install MetaMask. And that's why I gave you that link a little while ago. It showed you how to connect it. You got to connect to the Binance Smart Chain. So make sure you're connected to the BSC chain. Next step. 4, you go to Pancake Swap, and Pancake Swap is exchange. It's basically pancakeswap.finance. Pancakeswap.finance. There it is right there. Pancakeswap.finance. And then you go to trade and exchange. So basically it's exchange.pancakeswap.finance. And you have to click connect or you click unlock. So remember, you have your MetaMask wallet open, right? You're logged in. As soon as you go to PancakeSwap, you click connect. Guess what? Ding, you're connected. It connects the two apps together. This is the beauty. This is the magic. And then it says, what wallet do you want to connect to? I want to connect to my MetaMask wallet. So you connect to MetaMask. Now, if you were on a phone, you could choose Trust Wallet, and you could connect to your Trust Wallet. And there's these other wallets as well. There's that Binance Chain Wallet that we just talked about just a minute ago. But you want to do MetaMask, okay? So choose MetaMask. Boom. You're ready to swap. You're ready to get going. You're ready to make some money with this, all right? So we're connected. You know you're connected because you can see partial of your actual wallet address there. And what am I looking at here? I'm looking at my BNB balance of this particular one. I took the screenshot on. It has a balance of 0.12536622 coins in it, okay? How much is that worth? We'll talk about that in a minute. So that tells you how much balance you have in your BNB right there. You can always go to your MetaMask and see how much you have too. And so the next thing I'm going to do is step one. I'm going to swap for some tokens right now. So I put here and I click and I choose BNB. And then I say how many tokens I want to swap. Now you can do fractional tokens. So if I do 0.1, that's a tenth of a BNB token. And I'm going to swap it for this Meteor Man token. And when I choose those options, so step one is pick the token. Step number two, put the amount. Step three, pick the token that you want to swap it for, trade it for. And it tells you how many tokens you're going to get. You're going to get, I'm not even going to try to say that number, but it's like 1876556500000. Okay, that's how many actual tokens you would get of Meteor Man. And it tells you these numbers, how much the price is. There's some stuff called slippage. When you go to buy a token, there's something called slippage because what's happening is people are constantly buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling. So the price isn't always like the exact price all the time. And so sometimes you have to put a little slippage. Now this one, I don't know if you remember, Meteor Man had a 10% tax. And so you need to put the tax in. And that's why you put a 10% slippage. You're like, listen, trying to figure this stuff out on your own can be kind of complicated if you don't have someone walking through it. But it's figurable. You could do it. All right, how much is a BNB worth? Yeah, obviously it changes all the time. It goes up and down. When I took this screenshot, one BNB was about $511. So if I did 0.1 BNB, that's about $51. So I swapped $51 for Meteor Man token, and I hit the swap button, and then it says, okay, are you sure you want to do it? And it's going to tell you, the minimum amount of tokens that you're going to receive. You could receive more than that, what the price impact is, what your fee is going to be, because there actually are transaction fees for this. You hit confirm swap. Boom, baby. You got Meteor Man tokens, and I don't know what that number is, but that's a lot of tokens. You're like a Meteor Man quazillionaire. All right. It's kind of funny how some of these tokens have they're in the quadrillion, zillions, and whatever they're doing these days. But all I know is we can make money with it. So I traded my $51 of token, and I come back later, and what do I have? I have my Meteor Man tokens, and then now it's 0.77 BNB. If I change this to USDC, that tells me what dollars I have. $394. This is me doing an example for you guys. I hit the swap button, and I just turned $51 into $394. Who would like to do that? Raise your hand. Type in swap if you want to know. You want to do that. I actually want to do that, Joel. I want to do that. Yes, of course you want to do that. That's why, can you guys see why, when other people that are not on this webinar, more and more people see this, how many more and more people are going to start doing this? I think you guys get the idea. Because 90% of you here did not know about this before, and I just showed you. Okay, let's talk kind of something cool. This is that swap that I put out in the trade alerts and the follow my trades. I let everyone know about one that I had researched where I got on what's called a whitelist. I was able to pre-sale. I was able to buy this token a little early. And I did that to try to create some of these slides for here and to provide the content for the mastermind. And I made a quick $3,039 in doing that. And I was able to buy 2 BNB worth of these. So it cost me it was about $1,000 that I put in this. And it was just like a quick, this thing launched, and boom, this token took off. Now, this was just right after it took off. And the reason why we do so well with these is we use a secret weapon. We use a bot, okay? So here's the thing. I got in before it went live on PancakeSwap, and that's one of the keys to really get in your profits, get in early. But how do you do it? How do you know the right ones? And how do you get into these pre-sales and these IDOs? And I let the mastermind know this like the night before, and some of those guys got in on this too, and they did well. And I'm not saying every one of these is always going to work out, but we use these in combination with bots to really maximize our profit with PancakeSwap. So again, who would like to do this? Oh my gosh, there's like 50 people, about 75 people that just said they want to do this. Why wouldn't you want to do this, right? Everyone's going to want to do this. Let me tell you what the problem is. It's fun when you get started. Who likes to stare at the computer all day long? See, what's different between this and the stock market is this is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. What you tend to find is when you're doing this manually, you're constantly staring at your phone, you're constantly staring at your laptop, you're ignoring your family. Listen, who wants to stare at their computer all the time? So that is one of the problems you have with swaps. And when I started doing this, that was the problem that I identified. We got to fix this problem, okay? Now, the other thing when you're doing it manually is you can get what's called wrecked. You guys know what that means? Wrecked means in the swipe of one thing, you lose your whole investment because you were letting it ride and you swiped and you went to bed and you woke up in the morning and you were wrecked. Your Dogecoin went down $1 million in 30 minutes. You didn't have your stop losses set. You weren't using bots. You were just doing what everyone else is going to do. And by the way, so you know that more and more people do this, they don't know about bots, but you know about bots. This is how you don't get wrecked. You're smart about it. You know what you do. You get educated. You use bots. Don't get wrecked, guys. There's three T's of swapping: time, timing, and tools. Time, timing, and tools. Remember that. The 3 T's of swapping: time, timing, and tools. You gotta take your time and like really engage it and really make sure you're doing the most important things, so you're not having to stare at your phone all the time. Yeah, you're gonna look at your phone a lot too. You're gonna get excited about when your coin's going up. That's just a given. That's the fun stuff, right? But the nice thing is you're not gonna be staring at your phone when it's going down, or you're not gonna be at work with your phone in your locker because your boss makes you keep it there, and all of a sudden you realize your coin's going down and you gotta run to your phone and you gotta swap it. That doesn't happen when you use automation. Timing is the next thing. Timing is when you go into the trade at the optimal time before it launches or when it launches, and then you're using a bot and you're following rules to know when to get out of the trade and you're taking a profit. And you've got to use tools. So time, timing, and tools. That is the 3 T's of swapping if you want to make a lot of money with this and not get wrecked. That bots have made all the difference for me when I first started doing this. I made a little money and I lost some money, and I started to get frustrated. And then what I started realizing that I'd watch these launches and these guys and I hear about these bots and people are using bots, and it made me frustrated because you can do this on a small scale manually, but you're going to be competing against the bots. And I thought, gosh, this kind of stinks. That's not fair. These guys are using bots. And I thought, well, if I can't beat them, why don't I join them? Let's use bots too. Why not? So we use bots, and that's made all the difference. It's made all the difference in knowing when to go in a trade, knowing when to sell, and being able to sleep at night without having to look at your phone all the time. Who thinks that's a smart idea? Raise your hand if you think that's a smart idea. Yeah, that's a smart idea. Why not? All right, question for you. Oh my gosh, tons of questions coming in. What has been your number one aha moment so far today in this training? Type it in the questions. I see a ton of questions coming in. We're going to get a Q&A. What has been your number one aha moments? I've seen a lot of people typing in SWAT here. Okay, so Fernando says bots. BNB, questions about BNB, swapping DeFi coins. I had no idea this even existed. How to use PancakeSwap, says David. Being able to work with cryptos with bots. We have several people that never use bots. That I'm involved in crypto. Nice. I'm one of those people that, like, my friends and neighbors around me, they have no idea, but I go online and I guess if you're friends of Facebook with me, you'll know about it, but how quickly you can profit with it. And Deborah, thank you. I think you get it. And that's kind of the key. That's this window of opportunity right here. So thank you for sharing with that. Guys, I asked you earlier if I was able to show value today and provide value in this, what I teach you here today, and show you these results and how you could copy our success. Would it be okay? I'm asking you right now for your permission. Would it be okay if I extended an invitation to a select few of you to join us in Swap Profits Mastermind, just kind of show you what we're doing? Would that be okay? Can I get your permission? Will you type that in the questions for me? Absolutely, says Deborah. Yes, yes. Tony says yes. Okay, thank you. All right, well, let me show you then. Who would be interested in learning the exact strategies and methods I use to swap profits? Who would be interested in watching over my shoulder and seeing the trades that I do and exactly why I do them following our rules-based trading system? Who's interested in getting swap alerts of new coins, projects, and potential trades that we've researched that might have potential? They're not all going to be profitable. I think some of them are, though. Well, we know some of them are. Learning how to use bots to automate a lot of your trading, reducing your risk, potentially putting you into more profitable trades and help you from getting wrecked. Having access to our private forums and chats where our family, our mastermind really is a family, and support teams are helping each other out. Having access to the latest cutting edge strategies we developer, spelled wrong. You're going to learn about me, guys. I love spelling words multiple ways. It's just like what I do. Drives some people crazy, but I'm fine with it. Having access to the latest cutting edge strategies that we develop only for our mastermind. Having access to forum support, help when you need it. Sometimes you just need that one question answered, right? Do you ever find that? You're like, oh my gosh, like I'm so stuck. I can't buy the BNB to do that. And that happened today. We had some people struggling to buy BNB, and then someone posted in there how to do it. Who would be interested in all this? Who would be interested in this? Yes, yes, I see a ton of yeses. Me. So here's the deal. If you want to do this, you really have three options. And you can do either one of these options. Option number one is you can figure it out on your own. You can watch a lot of YouTube videos from the experts. And there's some good guys on YouTube, and there's some people that their ulterior motives just to get the views, get sponsorships and that. But you can learn a lot on YouTube. Learn a lot on YouTube from the experts. Try to figure things out that, if the expert's even telling you the right thing. Try to develop your own trading strategies through trial and error and losing lots of money. That's basically what that means. You're testing and tweaking it out, and money's going down the drain. Figure it out on your own. Option number one, you're kind of the lone wolf, hoping you're doing it all right. And some people like to be the lone wolf. That's fine. But what I found is very few people can do option one. Option number two is a pretty decent option. You can buy a course to teach you how to do it. You hope you're techy enough to know how to do it. You spend a lot of time on your own, sometimes guessing and testing. Maybe you got that one question that you need answered and you can't find the answer, and you spend hours and hours in frustration. You're doing all your own research. What? The BNB and the BEP20 and the B2? What? I don't understand. And you're doing YouTube video, and someone does a YouTube video and it's wrong, and so you do it wrong. Here's the truth about option one and two. Very few ever do it because it's just too hard. I've been in the online education space for 18 years, offering do-it-yourself training. And I found that maybe 3 to 5% of people actually really do it and follow through and make money. The rest never do it because it's just too hard, and they need a support system. They need someone to help answer a question. It's hard to be a lone wolf. Gosh, sometimes you're an entrepreneur and you're the only entrepreneur in your family, and you're like, gosh, dang it, I want to do this so that we could go on more vacations and my husband can quit his second job, but no one supports me in what I'm doing, and I'm just this lone wolf. Well, that's why we have option three. Option three is join the family, join a mastermind. This is where we get to work together. This is where you get to learn from the expert. This is where you get to communicate with people that are just like you. We got experts, we got advanced people. We all have one goal in mind, is to help and to prosper in lots of different ways. Mastermind makes all the difference in having success with this. So option number three is to join a mastermind. So, what is it that's going to give you that edge? What is it that's going to allow you to have success with this? I mean, what do you want to be? Do you want to be the gambler, or do you want to be the master? I would hope you'd want to be the master. And I know every single one of you can become that master if you choose so. So are you ready to invest in you? Ask yourself that question, because I think you're worth it. I think you're worth it. Are you ready to invest in you? Here's the thing. What I love about our families, we don't compete against each other. We actually become stronger as we grow our family. You guys read in the news about the whole GameStop thing and how these groups on Reddit and people were ganging up together to, kind of sock it to the, the big finance guys. Believe it or not, that was a community. We're nicer than those guys, but we don't compete with each other. We become stronger. And the more people that go into our family and learn our values and how we do things, we only become stronger. When someone finds an awesome trade and shares it with the group, and we all research it together and we look, and some people may take it, there might be some awesome things that happen. And that's what's the beauty of this. There's no competition. This isn't a like, oh, I found this one coin, I'm not going to tell anyone about it. It's my like secret little coin. No, you want to actually do the opposite. You actually want to share it. You want to grow it. And that's what's awesome about having a mastermind. How big is your vision? Because you can scale this to whatever you want. People always say, like, how much can I make in this? You make whatever you want in this. There really is no limit. This is the same method, again, that Jay turned 4,000 and swapped it into 121,000, actually 162,000. The same method that Remo went halfway through the training and earned $700, swapped another 50 and made $3,000 his first week. This is Bamsey swapped $36 into eventually $100,000. He did multiple swaps. Jared swapped $450 into 9,000, swapped a little bit more and made 21,000. Who wants to do that? Who wants to do that? Raise your hand. Type in swap if that's you. You want to do that. I want you to do that too. I do this, and I'm having a lot of fun with it, and it's great. I love it. And you know what's been so exciting is we've had some beta members in our group, the first group, and we're already seeing people making some money with this, and that's what's so exciting. You're watching this right now as some of the first to ever hear about this. I want to introduce you to the Crypto Swap Profits Mastermind. Who's ready to start swapping profits? The Crypto Swap Profits Mastermind consists of two parts. Part one is our core training. This is where we teach you. This is where the education comes in. This is where we show you how to do things. This is where we show you how this works and how to set up PancakeSwap and how to get the MetaMask and how to make sure that you're doing it right. And it would give you that education in there. In fact, let me just take you in there. Just kind of show you. Well, just take you in there and show you. Go to our Learn section here, and you can go through and learn at our modules. And we have these great video modules with lessons that you can complete. You can watch them on your own, watch them on your own time. You can even watch them at double speed if you want to hear me talk like a chipmunk. Okay, you can put them at 2 speed, whatever speed you want. You can rewind it. You can complete the lesson. You can make notes. You can interact. You can comment. If you have questions, you ask a question below, and you can see people are already asking questions in there, and it's a great way to learn. So inside of the core training, we have lots of other things in here for you as well. In fact, let me kind of just bring this down so you guys can kind of see what we have in some of the training here. Let me bring this down so you guys can see this a little bit better. Just kind of go through some of the modules here. So you're going to learn the basics of cryptocurrency. What is DeFi? We're going to go into a little bit more of the geeky part of that. Smart risk, high reward. We're going to teach about altcoins and what those are. We're going to talk about the Crypto Swap Profits game plan, and that's super important. We're talking about the major risks and what to watch out for. And I got to let you know, guys, I'm like super conservative. So you're going to find about me is I'm super conservative. You guys can do what you want, but I always try to play super conservative. I like to take my profits. You're going to learn about what DApps are, DApps, DEX, how the whole world works. You're going to learn about how these work exactly. You're going to learn about the Binance Smart Chains and the things you need to be really pay attention to. You're going to learn about specifically how to set up your crypto wallets and keep your money safe. Learn how to fund your crypto wallets, do it the right way. You're going to learn our rules-based trading, and then you're going to learn our secret weapon of automation, the thing that changes the whole game. Using bots, basically, that's what we're going to teach you. So we have a great learning core training, and the core training is constantly being added to because things always change in this world, and as new things come, we introduce them to the community, to our family. So that's the core training. It's valued about $3,997 at least. Part 2 is our purpose-driven live community. This is where you have access to our mastermind forums and chat and get to interact with people. Like there's Steve Rosenbaum right there. Awesome guy. You're going to hear from him in just a second. This is our CSP chat room. I just showed you that just a few minutes ago. We have people chatting in there just a few minutes ago. This is where we get to ask questions, we get to interact, and there is no dumb questions. I've had a few people like that got into this and they're messaging me on Facebook, and I'm like, just ask it in the community. Don't worry, you're not dumb. There's no dumb question. And the thing is, you can do the search, and you can do it, hit the little search button and ask the question. So the same question you have, probably like 100 other people had the same question. So you get access to the purpose-driven live community. You get access to the research pre-launch tokens and IDOs. So we're constantly researching pre-launches. So you get into these pre-sales like I showed you on that other one. And these IDOs, these initial DEX offerings. And when we think there's a good one, we let everybody know. And we also say the risk factors. We're like, guys, this one's like a total flyer. We have no idea, but there's some promising things. Or this one's pretty solid here. We've really researched this team. I think they've got a lot going for them. So we cover the whole gamut. We understand that some people like to take more risk and some people like to be more conservative. You'll find that some of these meme tokens and Safe Moons and the Metro, whatever token I just showed you a few minutes ago, those tend to be the ones that you can go in, go out, and take some quick profits, like I did on this Meteor Man, $3,309. I'll give you guys a word of advice. Don't get emotionally attached to any token or anything. Just don't get emotionally attached to anything. Just look at it as dollar signs, okay? Your life will be so much easier. You get to follow my trades. I'll do trades. Here's a couple that I did. Meteor Man, Chubby Akita, Orbit, Aquaria. I know some of these sound really strange, right? But they all make money. And this is another one I did as I was creating this. This is Orbit, and I made $2,000, and I showed everyone how I did it and how the charts went and how I had my settings in there. Now, I'm not telling you, like, do these trades. I mean, like, you technically could. Like, if you get the alert, you could do it. If you choose to do that, I never tell anyone to do it. Because if we have a trade that loses, you could lose too, right? But if you set up your stop losses in that, you don't lose as much. And that's kind of the key with this. Now, if you come into this later and you look at one of these trades, what you use them for is experiences to like, okay, when I find a new token, this is what I want to do. And this is what I want to do. And this is how I want to approach it. Does that make sense? Swap alerts. Now, this is when we find new tokens or a token that we see that we could get some potential, it's waving, we see we can get buy some dips and go in. And so we send out the swap alerts. And so we just tell you all about the token, we tell you the risks involved, tell you the token address, and we send out these swap alerts. I had one of my buddies like tell me the other day, like, how do I get these swap alerts? I'm like, get plugged into the community because they're there, you know. Check the community, make sure that you're there to get the swap alerts. And then if you want to take action on one, do it. And we're not telling you to do it, we're just telling you these are ones that are potential. We have ongoing coaching videos that are constantly uploaded to the community. When there's uploads about different tools, different things that we find, we upload those into the community. And that's why you want to stay plugged in there, because it is an ever-changing world. And when we find something else that works really well, and just to let you know, this is just the tip of the iceberg. When we find something that's working really well, we share it with the family. There's like no holding back. It's not like some secret thing that we don't tell anybody. We want everyone to know about that because we want everyone to help each other out. You also get forum support and help. Our forums are awesome and amazing. This is where you get help. This is where you get support. I have our mastermind members in there. I have a team of support people that I pay. They're constantly monitoring our support, answering that one question that you have. You're like, oh my gosh, how do I buy the BNB and my card's declining? What do I do, Joel? Okay, you go into the forums and you learn how to do it. We've got a great team, great support group in there. So all together, total value is about $7,679. I think it's like a lot more than that personally. Like I would have paid a lot more just to learn what I just showed you guys today, where I could potentially have unlimited earnings, potential, and opportunity. What would you guys pay for this knowledge? If you knew you could do this and actually be profitable, what would you pay? I'm curious, what would you pay? Type it in the questions. So I gotta do some fancy footwork here to play this video. This is Steve. Okay, I'm gonna unplug my mic for a second. So I'm gonna go silent for a second and then I'm gonna see if this works. I'm gonna play this video. Okay.
Hello, it's Steve Rosenbaum, the Second Act Success Coach. You know, we're really, really lucky. We are at an incredible time with cryptocurrencies, a part of our future, and we're getting in at the ground floor, but it's tough. I got to tell you, I've been doing this and trying to teach myself how to trade for a long time. I've made lots of mistakes, and I'm somebody who has a trading background. I used to work on the trading floor when I was much, much, much younger. So I get trading. Still, crypto was hard and it was confusing. And there's lots of risks and lots of unknowns, right? That's what I always thought. That's why I've spent hours and hours watching videos, reading books and everything else until I got Joel Peterson's Crypto Swap Profits. I got to tell you, I love this course. I went through all the videos and I learned things I didn't even know. Even though I'd put in lots of hours doing the studying, here's the good news. You're not going to have to do what I did. Because if you get Crypto Swap Profits, Joel will teach you, even if you're a complete newbie. Plus, he will teach you how to make money automatically and consistently. I'm already trading with bots, right, that are going to execute these trades, make my profits, take my profits, and put them in a safe place. And if I have a loss, stop it before it runs away and gets, out of hand, out of control. I've learned all of this from Crypto Swap Profits. I'm already making money on my very, very first trades, and I'm just getting started. Plus, he's got a killer community. People are so nice, and everybody, we're all at the same stage. We're all learning. This is an incredible opportunity. Crypto, and I know it can be intimidating. It could be scary. It's great to have somebody smart and somebody trustworthy like Joel to learn from. Get into Crypto Swap Profits, and I look forward to interacting with you in the community also.
Am I back? Can you hear me? Can you hear my audio? Testing, testing, testing. There. Oh, am I back? All right, you can hear me? Okay, sorry about that. Little tech to get a video to play sometime. Steve's awesome. Steve's amazing. He got into our mastermind and just started taking off. It was like amazing. And then all of a sudden he shoots me this video the other day. I'm like, oh, thank you, Steve. This is great, because everything he said in there is why I created this, to help you. I want you to do this. I want you to make money. I'm making money with this. I want you to make money with this. I want you to be able to change your life with this. Right. I just want to know, are you ready? Like, I got a lot of people that are already asking for the order link, so I'm going to just give this here in a second here, but are you ready? Are you ready to swap profits? Type in yes if you're ready. Type in swap if you're ready. Me, let's do it. Okay, yes, me, they're flying out. Yes, swap, swap, swap. You ready? All right. Pay close attention though, because there's a catch. All right, I bet you knew there's a catch. There's always a catch. Yep, there's a couple catches here. Here's the deal. I don't believe in get rich quick schemes. My philosophy is get rich right by action and consistency. If you're an action taker, this could be for you. If you usually don't take action on things, you might want to pass on this. Our community focuses on the positive, helping and uplifting each other. We don't have time for whiners, complainers, refunders, and just people who aren't serious and just wasting time. We never promise riches. We never tell you that what you should invest in. You make that decision at the end of the day. We expect people to have personal responsibility, especially since you're investing money into your trades. You could make money and you could lose money. In the end, your results will be determined by you. All right. So, Crypto Swap Profits, total value $7,679. I have a lot of people that said that they would pay more than that for Crypto Swap Profits. Just so you know, you're not going to have to pay that much. But I do have a question for you. Would anyone here like a $500 off coupon code? Would anyone like a $500 coupon code? You showed up here. We've been here like almost an hour and 23 minutes. Who would like a $500 coupon code? This is kind of cool because other people don't get this. No, we got a ton of people who want the coupon code. Let me show you how to get the coupon code. So my goal is to build out one of the largest communities focused on decentralized finance, DeFi. This is going to be the largest community like this. Swap Profits is just the beginning of what we're going to focus on. You're just getting the beginning stage of what we're going to do in this community. So I need your help, guys. I need your help to make this vision happen. If you agree to post a testimonial about the training or about your first profitable trade, I'll give you a $500 off coupon code right now in a few minutes, just like when you go to checkout. I'll give you a $500 off coupon code that you can use at the final checkout page. Okay? All you need to do is post a testimonial about the training or after you've had your first profitable trade, and just promise you that you're going to do that. I'm going to give you the coupon code right now. All right, swap. Oh my gosh, the questions are going off the page here. All right, listen, thank you. Because you took the time out of your schedule to be with me here today. The normal price on our website is $2,997, and then $197 a month. But you're not going to have to pay that. Because you took your time out of your schedule to be with me here today, we're almost to an hour and a half here. I'm giving you a special private discount link. All right, you ready? All right, say swap. Let's just have fun with this. Say swap in the comments if you're ready. If you're ready to take action and join today, say swap, say swap, say swap. All right, let's get 100 swaps there. Swap. Oh my gosh, we got 200 swaps right now. Okay, awesome. I'm excited. Okay, here it is, guys. I'm gonna give you the link here. You can join the Crypto Swap Profits. It's one payment of $1,997 and then $97 a month. Now I'm going to put this fancy little timer down here if I can get it to come down here, and I'll explain what that is. Let me drop the order link in there. You'll see the order link at the top of the page there, guys. I'm going to put that in the chat. Where's my chat? I'm going to put this in the chat right here. And could you guys do me a favor? Can you guys go test that link? Everyone go click on that link and let me know if that link works. Just want to make sure that link's working for everybody. Let me know if that link is working for you. Okay, so here's the deal. I have a timer here at 30 minutes. I have a fast action bonus. If you join the Crypto Swaps Profit, if you join our mastermind in the next 30 minutes, I'm going to send you one of those cool Ledger Nano S hardware wallets and help you get started right with a hardware wallet. It's yours. I'm going to send it to you. Now, remember, shipping times can vary on these. These are like really high in demand, and sometimes they get back ordered. So we will get you one. There might just be a little delay sometimes. So just be aware of that. So I have a lot of people asking me about our guarantee. All right, so here's our guarantee. It's called the Take Action, Have Success Guarantee. Here's the deal. Follow the system exactly like we teach it. Go through all the training, log into the mastermind on a regular basis, and be an active participant. Heck, you can do a lot of this from your phone. Follow our rules-based trading exactly like we teach it for at least 60 days, and trade with a reasonable bankroll. If you get to 60 days and you haven't had a profitable trade, contact our support team and give us your crypto wallet address, just like the address, so we can go investigate it. And our team will analyze your trade strategies and will tell you exactly what you need to do to change to get into profit. Simple as that. You see, this is the cool thing about crypto. With crypto, everything is traceable on a public ledger and it can't be changed. You give us your wallet address, we can see what you did. We can show you your mistakes and your wins and that. We can tell you what you were doing right or how you can improve on that. Since we follow a very strict set of trading rules, we'll know exactly what to tell you. You'll know exactly what to do. And we'll be able to tell you what you can do to improve. My team will continue to work with you till you make a profitable trade. That's our Take Action, Have Success guarantee. I want every single person who joins Crypto Swap Profits to have success with this. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to walk you through our simple 3-step join process. So we make this really, really easy for you. Okay, so 3 steps. Number 1, go to the link that you see at the top of the screen or somewhere around the page here. You're going to see a link, and that will take you to a special form. Now, this is the form to claim your $500 off coupon code. And this is the form that also enters you into our weekly Bitcoin drawing that we do. We give Bitcoin out every week. And this is the form that you fill out that will take you to our join page that will talk about our mastermind and how you can actually get started with the mastermind. So, if you want to join the mastermind, you do need to fill out this form. So fill out the form. Number one, fill out the form, put your information in there and submit it. Just so you know, I'll tell you what we do with this information. All we do is we collect this information, and every week we send out emails and we announce the winners. We announce the winners of the Bitcoin. And we also tell you about the wins, the big wins people have, because we're always having mastermind members who are having success. And so we just email all about that. So if you want to kind of know what people are doing and how they're making money with this, then you get on the email list. So fill out the form. Step number 2 is you get the coupon code and you get the link to go to the join page. Then you go to the join page, and for those of you that are ready to take action and get started with us today, you can join the mastermind. We still have those Ledger Nanos available. You can get started right now today, and you can get started swapping profits today. So simple process, guys. Fill out the form that enters you, gets the coupon code. 2, it also enters you into the drawing. And like I said, you're eternally in the drawing. So you only have to do it one time. And then we do this every single week. And then we'll email out the winners. You can check out the winners every week. And you can also check out the success stories. Next step, you got the coupon code, go to the join link, and then you go to the final page. Now, most of the time when you get to that final page, your coupon code is automatically applied. So your $500 coupon code is usually automatically applied. If you don't see it applied, we do give you the coupon code link that you can enter it on the form. We change our form up a lot, and so it looks different from time to time, but essentially it works the same way. So one last time, I'll repeat this. Fill out the form. That gets you your $500 coupon code. It also gets you entered into the Bitcoin, the weekly drawing that we do. And you also get on the email list where we announce the winners of the Bitcoin, and we also announce our different success stories and share what people have been doing in our mastermind. And number 3, then you go to the join link and then join the mastermind. So that's it. We make it super simple. So do it right now. Take your time. I already see some people have done it, and we already have some people joining the mastermind. Congratulations to those of you that are taking action right now.
Hey, Joel, listen, I'm going to interrupt you for just a minute, bro. Okay. Just give me one more second. Thanks, Joel. Okay. Wow. This is awesome. I'm reading the comments, and I can tell you that until today, 98% of the people on here have never heard of this model, ever. I'm curious who wants to start doing this right now. Say swap if you want to do this right now. Type in SWAP, swap. Say swap if you want to do this right now. Joel, I just got to say, man, thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Thanks for sharing so much content and showing us this opportunity. I mean, I like to think you've opened up a lot of eyes to the potential of this model, right? You literally could start doing this right after we get done with this webinar, guys. Now, of course, I see huge value in anyone that's considering this. And I'm in there, and all I can say is I would have had a hard time trying to do this by myself. 3 things you don't want to do. You don't want to start by yourself. You don't ever want to be in a situation where you're giving your crypto to somebody to do something for you. And 3, you want to be in a group. You want to be around people who know what they're doing and have got this thing figured out. Just the fact that you're teaching people, Joel, step by step in an organized manner, giving them not just the details, but the actual steps of what it takes to be successful at this, I mean, it's worth it. And the community forums and the ability to interact with others, it really is a family, like you mentioned, Joel, because we're helping each other out. Every day I'm in there asking questions. When I first started, I had no clue what I was doing. And now it just seems kind of normal. You know what I mean? And after a while, it'll seem natural, right? I've seen these alerts in action, and I see the people that have made money by taking action. Now, that's not to say you should be trading on every single alert that gets sent out, though. You know, like Joel said, every one of these has a timing, but it sure is great to get them. Oh, man, it sure is cool. Gosh, I mean, not too long ago, I saw you send an alert out, and if a person had invested $100, they would have turned it into $4,100 in one evening. $4,100 in one day from $100. Let's think about that. You're really just one trade away, guys, from making profit in this and paying for your investment in this mastermind with one trade away. What kind of deal is that, right? How do you not? Just think about that. You're really one trade away from making profit in this and paying for your investment in this mastermind. I highly encourage you to take action, guys. And join Joel's mastermind today. Sure, you can try to do this on your own, but why would you do that? It's crazy. Okay, Joel, I'm sorry, bro. My dad was a Baptist minister, so I took enough of your time. Thanks for letting me interrupt, bro. Let me turn it back to you.
All right, we have a ton of questions coming in. Let's go through these. I got a whole bunch of the common questions you guys have all been asking, and then I think I'm going to go into some like general questions. Gotta get a drink of water here. Okay, by the way, congratulations. I see a bunch of people already just grabbed Crypto Swap Profits. I want to welcome you to our family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys all for jumping in here. Wow, some of you guys are ready to get going on that. If anyone has trouble with the order form, let me know. Sometimes when you place an order for an amount like this, you have to call your bank and verify that kind of thing. So let's go over the questions. What is your refund policy? So there are no refunds, okay? You can cancel your monthly mastermind fee at any time, but this is a no refund product. This is not like your typical cheesy thing, you know. I mean, this is like the real deal. This is a real mastermind. We're going to give you the information. We're going to give you the keys. We're going to show you how to make money with this. And the only thing stopping you from making money with this is if you don't do it. And we can't like control you, or like if you don't follow it the way we show you. So we're giving the information. There are no refunds. So, you know, listen, if that's not for you, that's fine. You don't need to join our mastermind, but there are no refunds on this, but you can cancel your monthly mastermind fee anytime. So when does the $97 monthly mastermind subscription start? It starts 30 days after you join. Sounds good. 30 days after you join. All right, you guys having any issues? We're good. The order link's good. Anyone need that order link again? You guys got it? It worked, right? Okay, perfect. Okay, when does the $97 monthly mastermind subscription start? It starts 30 days after you join. If I cancel, what do I lose? Well, you lose access to the mastermind forums, alerts, and chats, but you still have access to the core training. The heart of our system, you know, that first fee basically is your kind of your fee to get into the club, to get into our mastermind. And that $97 a month is pretty much the maintenance in there. Listen, you know, if you're doing this right, you'll be able to cover that fee, no problem, if you're doing this right and you're doing this serious. But if you do, you can cancel at any time, but you still have access to the core training. I have a lot of people asking me right now if I have a payment plan. And you know, guys, we don't have a payment plan for this. It wasn't designed for a payment plan. You know, trading involves actually investing money as well. So besides what you pay to join today, you're going to have some money to invest as well. So, you know, I'm going to talk about that in a second, how you can do that on a budget. But one of the things that people will do is, we don't have a payment plan, but if you put this on a credit card, you could just use the credit card as your payment plan, right? And then quickly pay that credit card off as fast as you can with some of your swaps, right? All right, this is the question I've seen asked about 10 times now. Can I do this if I'm new? Yes, as long as you can follow step-by-step instructions and are consistent and don't quit, you can totally do this. It does not matter your skill level. You can do this. Each and every person here can do this. What else do I need to do this? Well, you need access to a computer with a web browser. You cannot do 100% of this on your phone. You can do a lot of it on your phone, but you need access to a computer. It doesn't have to be a new computer. It can be a laptop. It can be an old laptop. It can just be decent. It doesn't have to be fancy. But if you do the bots, you need to make sure you have a computer that you have access to that can stay on all the time, powered on all the time, running all the time, connected to the internet. It doesn't have to be fancy. And there's a lot of different ways that you can do that. So you need at least one computer to do this. And some people, you know, if they have a couple computers in their house, they'll use the second one for their bots. All right, the question that's come up a whole bunch. And by the way, congratulations. I want to say congratulations to those of you that have just jumped in right now and grabbed your spot. Awesome. Congratulations, Mingo. Hey, Mingo. Good job, Mingo. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have some more in there. Can't see it from where I'm looking at right here. Okay. Congratulations. By the way, once you get in, first thing one of the things you want to do is go introduce yourself into the forums. We're a family. We want to get to know you. Are there any other costs in here? Yes. First, you're going to need a reasonable bankroll. Well, I'll talk about what does that mean. I mean, this is trading. Okay, you're going to be investing money. How much is up to you? We're never going to tell you how much you should invest. But there's many people that start small. They start with $100, $200. Vamsey started with $36. You saw why he grew that too. If you decide to use the third-party bots, and not everybody uses the bots right at the beginning, but if you decide to use a third-party bot, it works kind of like a deposit. So there's 3 different levels. Level 1 ranges to about 195 to 220. Actually, today I was looking, it was like 157 or 160. It was lower today. To 220 for level 1, about 700 to 800 for level 2, and then 3 was about 4,000. But here's the kind of cool. You only need level 1 or level 2 really to do this. But you're not really paying the money. You're paying the money, but it's more like a deposit. So if you decide not to use the bot later, you do what's called staking. You unstake it. It's like you take your deposit back, and actually your money can actually raise up. In fact, when the price is low and you grab this token, and then you stake it, and that lets you use the bot. And then say you go to sell it and your token's doubled in price, you could actually make money using this bot by using it. So prices vary, but you don't, like I said, you don't actually pay for it. You're actually what's called staking or depositing it. If you stop using the bot, like I said, you can exchange your token back for cash and trade it back for cash. All right, where's my mouse? There it is, there it is. Oh, I skipped a question. All right. What support do I get? Okay, we have amazing support. We have an awesome community and staff that man the forums, and that's where most of the support takes place. We do have a ticket system as well for the occasional support ticket that you might need to put in there, but I just tell everyone, just put it all in the forums, that we're all here to help each other out. What if I don't have a profitable trade by 60 days? Just take us up on the Take Action, Have Success guarantee, guys. Just go to that order link. Does anyone need that order link again? Let me pop that in there. Just go to that order link and read about it. Here's the order link again, where you can claim your $500 coupon code, and you guys get the discount as well. So basically, that's bringing it to $14.97 with the coupon code. What if I don't have a profitable trade by 60 days? Take us up on the Take Action, Have Success guarantee. I'm not one for failure. I'm one for success. When I make my mind up, I'm going to have success at what I do. And I want you to have success at what you do. And that's why I've done it this way, because I want you all to have success. So congratulations. Oh, Janet. Hey, Janet D. Welcome. Thanks for jumping in here with us. All right, next question. I know we have a ton of other questions come in. I'll ask those. How long does it take to go through the training? Well, you'll have full access to the training from day one. You have access to everything. There's multiple hours of training because we want you to learn everything and become an expert. I want you to change your way of thinking because you want to be educated at this. You want to get educated at this. Yeah, you could skip around the lessons and go do this and start swapping. I wouldn't do that. I would change your mentality of learning how to do this. You can get started, in your first week of doing this. You can watch the videos at 2 times speed if you want to hear me talk like Mickey Mouse. You can rewind the videos. You can go into the forums. You can take it at your own pace. You could do it in a couple days. You could do it in a couple months. It's kind of up to you how you want to do it. How long will it take before I can swap profits? It depends on you. Like I said, you can get started, and many of our mastermind members are swapping profits in their first few days to, if not the same week, or in a couple weeks. It really is going to depend on you and your goals. How much money can I make? That's the question. I love it when people ask me this question. That there's really going to apply up to you and how you take the information and training and apply. There's no limits to what you make. You guys are going to be amazed because when you go through the training, I show you guys how to do charts, and you can actually see when people are buying and selling, and you see these transactions that people are doing, and they're taking they're doing a buy of 20 grand, 50 grand, or they're doing a sell, and there's 100 grand that comes out of the market, and you're like, oh my gosh. It doesn't matter what level you're at. Say you do a trade that's $20, $50, $500, $5,000. It's kind of up to you. I always tell people to be really conservative when you start. Just do small trades when you're learning, okay? And then you'll get better and better at it. And this is a skill that you're going to learn, a skill that really could change your life. It really could. What about taxes? I've had several people ask about taxes. Contact a tax professional, and some people actually Google it. All right. There's some actually good tax professionals out there. We actually have some good resources that we can connect you with. We were just talking about that the other day. And so I think we're going to put some links and resources in there, because it's an important thing to understand how your taxes work, and we want you to work with a professional. We kind of Google it, but don't just rely just on Google. So again, I want to welcome all of our new members. I want to say congratulations. Let me look over here. We have several more that just jumped in. Wow, you guys are great. You're still under the timer. We got 16 minutes left. You guys all have you get your Ledger Nanos. Congratulations. Again, make sure that you go in and introduce yourself to us in the forums. Awesome. Congratulations. We got several more people that just jumped in there. Excited, guys. This is exciting. Okay. Let's do this. I'm going to go over some questions and some other questions, and then we're going to do our Bitcoin drawing. You guys want to do the Bitcoin drawing? Who's excited about that? Make a little Bitcoin today. All right, I'm going to go the question. Boy, the question, I had like a ton of questions coming in, so my apologies if I don't get to every question. I'm going to go ahead and try to get to your question right now. Janet said, if I need to gather funds and I'll have it by Thursday. Yeah, Janet, I can hold your spot. No problem. I'll hold your spot. Guys, I don't have like a time limit for this. I'm not saying like you got to order with him. You won't get the Ledger wallet, but here's the deal. Like if you order right now, you get the Ledger wallet, but if you order tomorrow, you get the same thing. But if you keep putting this off and off and off, these windows of opportunities, they can go, right? So obviously, I'm gonna let you grab a spot. You guys took your time on here to be here. Obviously, we'd love you to jump in today, because I want you to start swapping profits and making money as fast as you can. But if you need a couple days to gather the funds, that's totally fine. By the way, I forgot to mention, we take Bitcoin too. We take crypto. So we take credit card, and you can actually pay with crypto as well. That's kind of cool. All right. What's the average hold time on a trade? James, that's a great question. It really depends, and we teach you that in the training. It depends what we do. There's some where it's like in and out. And some of them we set our bot to buy at a certain thing and then get us out at 2x, 3x. We do what are called trailing sells as well. So we kind of set things up to kind of follow it up the chain. If it gets to a certain price and it starts to drop, then we sell. Maybe we keep some of our coins and let those go. We call that a moon bag. So we go through all those details in the training as well. Okay, guys, I see a few more people jumping in. Congratulations. Let me just go ahead and refresh over here. We're going to do the Bitcoin drawing in just a moment. And by the way, again, if anyone's having trouble with their payment, please, you might need to call your bank and let them know that you're doing a transaction, or try a different credit card. A lot of times, they call or text you. They want to verify that you're doing that transaction. Okay. Average hold time. What other things? Questions. If I've got so many questions. I got so many people on here. What other questions do you guys have that I can answer? Rob asked, how much are the bots? We did talk about that a little bit. You're putting a deposit down for the bot. So to use the initial bot, like today, it'd be about $157 worth of a token. And you put that deposit down, you use the bot, and then if you don't want to use the bot anymore, you withdraw it. And that token could be worth $200 when you withdraw it, or it could be worth $120 when you withdraw it. So the minimum amount is be saved about 160, 150 to 200, 220 to use that bot. And you don't have to start out with the bot. And some people wait a little while before they do the bots. They just want to learn the basics. They do want to do a few manual trades. They don't mind, watching their phone closely. And the other cool thing about bots, and Matthew just asked this question, is what we do with the bots is we use a bot, but we also can manually interrupt the bot and just swap. So if you're sitting here watching and you set your bot to go up there, and this is what happened to me yesterday, I was like, oh my gosh, this coin just like 3x'd really quick. And should I wait for the bot to sell, or should I sell? And I pushed the button and sold it. so it has the option where you can do that too. So it's kind of the best of both worlds with that. You get the ability to kind of have that control of that. What it allows you to do, it allows you to sleep at night, not having to worry about looking at your phone, waking up at 3 in the morning, wondering if your trade's going crazy or whatever it is, you know. All right, what other questions? If I have not answered your question, will you just type it in again? I'm going to scroll up here a little bit. I got a few more minutes to answer questions. Congratulations again. I'm looking forward to working with everyone who just jumped in today. We answered the whole time. Great presentation. Tell me what the number one thing that you guys learned today. What was your aha moment? What was your aha moment? Okay. RK asks, how do you keep track of the swapping profits, losses for the IRS? They want to know that for taxes. So RK, it's really cool. There's a lot of services out there. What's cool about crypto is everything's on a ledger. So it's all readable. So you just sign up for these tax services and you put your wallet addresses and it just knows it. It gives you a report that you give to your tax guy. That's what's cool about it. So you guys grab the coupon code. Anyone have trouble with the coupon code? All right. All right, sounds good. Okay, we've answered a lot of questions. James asks, is the exchange regulated? It is not regulated. This is why it's called decentralized exchanges. It is not regulated. And that's why when you're doing this is with anybody in the world and you don't know each other and it's not regulated. How long do you get to use the bot for? Lifetime, Adrian. So like if you did one of these tokens to get your bot and you bought it for $156 and you deposit it there and you're using that bot and you use it for 3 years and then you're done using the bot, you get your token back. Your token might actually be worth $300-400 by then. So as long as you have your token what's called staked, then you get to use the bot. I'm not going to go into explaining why that works. What happens is the developer of these bots, they make money off of your token. They make interest like a bank. So it's kind of like a bank. You put your money in the bank and bank makes money off interest off your money. Did you guys know that? You put your money in the bank and the one that makes the most money is the bank. Well, that's these software guys, they do the same thing. You put the deposit down and they make interest off your money. That's what it is. What other expenses are there to keep going besides investment money? Jamie, I'm glad you asked that question. There's really not any other expenses. I mean, you have your mastermind fee, you have your trading expense, and then you do your one-time thing for the bot. That's it. There's nothing else because you're just trading. You're not needing to buy supplies or anything like that. So you're just trading. You're just turning one BNB into 2 BNBs to 3 BNBs to dollars. You know. Ashale asks, can I do this outside the U.S.? Absolutely. You can do this anywhere in the world. That's the beauty of this. You can do this anywhere in the world. Doesn't matter what country you live in. And if anyone's having an issue ordering, Todd, if you're having an issue ordering, let me know. Okay, just let us know if anyone has a problem. By the way, I forgot to mention this. My text number is right there. I can't answer you right now. There's my private text number right there. You can text me there. We do not use that line for support. So if you put a support question into that one, we don't answer it because we have the support forms and a support ticket system. But if you're thinking about joining and you want to text me, you can text me right there. I forgot to tell you guys all about that. And then at the order page, we actually have a pop-up box that shows up where you can ask questions. And apologies if someone can't answer you right this second. But we try to get back to you real time if we can. If not, we'll get back to you via email. Okay, so questions. What other questions? I can do this. Is the exchange ready? What are the possibilities? I want to know who's excited. Who's ready to get going? Who's placing their order right now? Because I see a whole bunch of people right now on the cart and they are jumping in. So congratulations, guys. Good job. If anyone's having any trouble with ordering, just let us know. Contact us at our support. You can just go to our website. You have a little support email there on our support page. You can let us know if you're having any issues. We definitely can hold your spot. We have 7 minutes left for the Ledger Nano wallet. And I do see a few people saying that they're having troubles. They need to contact their bank and they really want to get the wallet. So let's do this. I'm going to restart the counter. I'm going to give you guys 30 more minutes. All right, sigh of relief, 30 more minutes for you guys to do this. All right, guys, I think my last slide right here, and then I'm going to do a few more questions, and then we'll kind of close up here. If you want to take advantage of this, jump into this today. Join our family today. We really do consider this a family. I want to welcome all you new members. Introduce yourselves in the forums, get plugged in, get started with this. I'm not a like hypey, you're gonna make $1 million tomorrow kind of guy. I'm just like, learn how to do this, take it a step at a time. We have people making money already in our program, in our mastermind. You got to watch our trades. You're going to learn our secrets. Basically, you get to learn this before a majority of the world get to learn this, and you get to take advantage of this opportunity. It's kind of funny because, you know, I told you some of those opportunities that I've done in the past where I noticed these little windows of opportunities. And when we did AdSense, and we had days where we're making 100 grand a day. And I tell people that, and it blows their mind. They can't imagine doing something like that. A lot of people don't even realize that's even possible. But when you get involved and you realize that there are opportunities out there where you can greatly increase your financial future, you can make a little extra income, you can make a lot of income up to you. I'm not promising you that, but I'm telling you there are opportunities out there. And if you grab those windows of opportunity and you get serious about it, man, you can have success with this. You can have success at anything you put your mind to, but man, sometimes something comes around and you go like, I am so glad I jumped on that webinar with Joel Peterson, because like 5 years later, everyone and their dog is swapping profits on Pancake, and it's a lot harder now than it was 5 years ago. It's like the same story happens all the time. You get these little windows where these work, and they work really, really well. And then maybe over time it changes. But our goal in the mastermind is to continually stay in the crypto space and find these new opportunities. So maybe Pancake Swap's what we're using right now, but maybe a year from now or 6 months from now, we're doing something else. Or we go to Sushi Swap and we find these other opportunities, or we go find something else. And that's our goal in this, is to build this. And we want to be the largest DeFi community in the world. And that's our goal with this. So thank you to all of our mastermind members. I've got a few more minutes to answer questions, and then we're gonna close up here because we're almost at 2 hours. Yes, Richard, we can hold your spot. We got a spot for you, no problem at all. Todd, congratulations in grabbing a spot. You're in. If you're in, go ahead and type that in. I'm in. Type in swap. We've got all your yes. We've got your entry for the Bitcoin drawing. Again, go check that. Again, congratulations. If you have one last question, feel free to ask me right now. I'll be happy to answer that. You're welcome, David. David says, thank you. Todd's in. Richard, we're holding your spot. Mingo, crypto wallets. Yeah, we teach you how to do that. Donna, we don't have a payment plan. If you have ability to get access to a credit card, you might be able to use your credit card as a payment plan, but we do not have a payment plan. You can, yes, someone asked, can I use Bitcoin to buy this or crypto? Yes. And so the link is there below that. You can actually use crypto to do this. And I love that. This is actually the first project that I've done where I've been able to accept crypto, and it's actually been fun. It's exciting. And like, you realize the possibilities of this. If you didn't get the coupon, again, just go to the link that you see at the top of the page, fill out that form, and you'll get the coupon. Coin market cap, yeah, you can find some really, really, really good deals. Okay, word of advice, I'm going to close out and we'll be done. Here's the deal. I just want to say thank you for being here. This has been a passion for me. When I saw this window, I just went, this is awesome. I've got to let the world know, because I remember people like me that used to work at chemical factories that used to risk their life, or the stay-at-home, or the mom that wants to be a stay-at-home mom, and the husband that's working 3 jobs and not getting enough vacations in their life, or wanting to travel and do fun things, or just go to sleep at night and not have to worry about bills. And that's why I do this. We make money doing this, and we teach other people how to make money doing this. We do this. We don't just tell you. We actually do this. You get to follow the trades. I know what's going to happen, because this is what happened to our beta group. They got in and they started seeing me posting these trades and the money we were making. They're like, oh my gosh, Joel, wait. That's going to happen to you too. Let's just tell you that. So whatever you can do to get in, make it happen. You can do this. You can be a success at this. I want to thank you all for being here. We've been almost 2 hours here. Whether you decide to join us in this mastermind or not, I hope you take some action today. I hope you've learned from this. And I'm looking forward to meeting each and every one of you that took advantage and joined us today and getting to know you and being part of the family. Thank you again, everyone, for being here. I see a few more of you just jumped in. Congratulations. There's 19 minutes left on the clock. I'm going to go ahead and end the presentation. So those of you that jump in, you got 19 minutes and 41 seconds, and you still get that Ledger Nano wallet. Don't forget to use the $500 coupon code as well. And don't forget, you get everything included there. If you have questions, you can go to that the order page, and there's also a little chat there that you can use, and we try to man that as quick as we possibly can. If not, we get back to you via email. Thank you again, everyone. I'll just say it again. Thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me teach you and teach you this method. I hope you have amazing success. So as always, take massive action in your life at anything you do. This is Joel Peterson. We'll see you in the members area. Take care, everybody. Have a great evening. Have a great morning. Have a great afternoon, whatever part of the world you're in, because this is a worldwide family. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.